Welcome, moms. I'm Natasha Moten, and I'm excited to bring to you a small portion of my experiences with caring for my daughter's hair in hopes that it will make the process easier for you in realizing that natural hair is beautiful and a gift and can be easy to care for if you know what to do. Welcome, moms. As you can see, this is my kitchen. We've just finished having breakfast. It's a Saturday morning, and what I've learned is that frustration is a great enemy with natural hair care. You know, it's not that the hair is difficult, but there's a definite method in how we need to go about handling it. We need to be gentle, we need to be methodical, and when you become frustrated, you tend to take destructive shortcuts, like ripping through the hair and things like that. And so my goal is to minimize frustration as much as possible. So what I do is I clear out the area that I'm going to be working with. So I have this large granite countertop, and it's not perfectly clean because, as I said, this is my kitchen. We were just eating. So I just wipe it down and clean it off. And as you can see, my dish drain thing, I don't know what you call it, but you know, full of dishes. I don't want hair to get on that, so I just push it down, move it out of the way, and of course there's like tons of water under it. And I clear that off. And then, you know, I have a baby, so I'm going to have a plan for what's going to be happening with the baby while I'm doing the hair. Next, I have brought with me towels. I have one towel that I use to set on the counter so that whoever is lying down is comfortable and dry. So I take a big towel and I spread it across. Now, it's up to you what kind of towel you use, because this towel will become soaked, at least partially soaked in the process. So if you don't want to use your best towel, have that in mind so that you don't become frustrated because you've destroyed a towel that's precious to you. Okay, I have a second towel that I use to blot her hair dry. The first thing that we do is gather the products. These are the tools of the trade. So as I said, I start off with the towel for the counter. I have a towel to quickly blot her hair when we first finish. And the final thing would be this towel that I bought from the Dollar Tree to blot out the excess water so that it's not dripping down her back. And after I finish washing her hair will be in big braids. It won't be out like this. And so it'll easily fit under this thing, which is kind of, you know, you twist it and then it basically looks like what our hair looks like after we take a regular towel and wrap it around and fold it over. I use the Denman brush to detangle her hair as I'm washing it while there's conditioner still in it. This brush I bought at Sally's Beauty Supply store. It's a little expensive for a brush, and I've learned that you really don't have to buy specifically a Denman, but you can experiment with plastic paddle brushes. But what you're looking for is a strong brush, you know, with widely spaced bristles. These bristles are really far apart. When you're working with nappy hair in really tightly coiled hair, you don't want to get anything with really closely spaced bristles because it's just going to rip the hair right out of your child's head. So that's to detangle. I use a spray bottle. I put shampoo in a spray bottle, maybe about, I don't know, like less than a ½ inch I would probably put of shampoo, and the rest I fill with water. And this is what I use to spray the shampoo throughout the child's hair. I used to take a shampoo bottle. This is Trader Joe's Castile soap. That's what I use to wash their hair. I used to just take a dollop like you see on the shampoo commercial and try to distribute it through their hair, and what I found was we don't need such a concentrated amount of shampoo to get the job done. In fact, I've noticed that, you know, their hair is softer when I dilute the shampoo. So that's the first step. And as conditioner, I use Trader Joe's Refresh. It's a moisturizing conditioner. So after I've washed their hair and rinsed it profusely, I'll put the Trader Joe's Refresh through their hair, massage it through, maybe leave it on for a minute, and rinse it out. The final step you'll see is that I separate their hair into maybe 3 or 4 large braids, braid it up to kind of stretch it out a little bit so that it will dry. If you can also allow the hair to dry loose, but just be aware when you're working with nappy hair, naturally kinky hair, the coils will agitate into a tightly curled pattern, and sometimes the coils wrap around each other and tangle. So because of this, I don't let their hair dry loose. When I take the big braids out, I find that their hair stays detangled. After all the work I did with the Denman brush, I don't want to be detangling again when their hair is dry, which is much more painful for them than detangling when their hair is wet. So let's get started.